things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will get the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's John. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs.
42, Spider. 42.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They go to the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Looking for room. It's John. That is a big win. Defenses, they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Scarlet Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Shaw. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Bruins are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Melton. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Continues to fight for yards. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on second and long. On the run, it's John. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Scarlet Knights will have it first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the ground with the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The run from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes to the left. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the heat. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's John. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Scarlet Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Extra point here will tie the game. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The defense has set him up. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
On the ground, it's Cox. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Melton. Got a man, it's Shaw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Leaves it with the back. Hard running there.
And he just refused to go down. Did you see him break all those tackles? That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's John. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It'll be a draw. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Melton. Finds his man, it's Flores. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Showing the arm strength to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot. Just couldn't come up with a completion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Working the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The catch in the middle. It's Cox. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Off-play action on first down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive.
Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Melton. Quickly out to the tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. try to take it back. At the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab at the 30. Touchdown, UCLA. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They feed him again. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Melton. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to...
Touchdown, Bruins! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the tight end. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking to pass. It's Melton. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Yaw. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it behind the line. It's John. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cavazos. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And here's the thing, strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, that